Today we're going to talk about how does the different child mortality rate demonstrate unequal human development in Norway and India, and what are the possible solutions to the bridge gap. But why is it important to study this? Well, it is important to study this because it is an issue that's still happening around the world, mainly in countries that are still developing or underdeveloped. We all live in the same planet, and we are one community, which means we must help each other out and come up with possible solutions for this issue of having high child mortality rate. But before we go on with this topic, we need to know what is child mortality rate. Firstly, child mortality is the children's death under the age of 5, and child mortality rate is the number of deaths who are under the age of 5 per thousand per year or per month. To measure the rate of a child mortality, you calculate the number of deaths under 5 years old per thousand per year or per month for a specific area. Most of the deaths that happens to the children under the age of 5 are due to the different types of diseases, illness, or don't have access to healthcare facilities. Now we're going to focus on two countries, that is one developed country and another one is a developing countries. Let's look at Norway, which is a developed country that has a low mortality rate according to the World Bank. Norway is known as one of the highly developed countries with a stable economy. This would mean that this is the main cause for the child mortality rate to be low, since they have a lot of money to ensure the child and the mother have resources they need and have access to healthcare. This also means that the country has a good healthcare system, which provides vaccines, medical checkup, and other resources that will ensure the child's life to be longer. And the life expectancy in Norway is 83 years. The effect of having a low child mortality rate is that it will create a better workforce in the future, and also new generations of Norwegians. Now let's look at a developing country, India. India have a high child mortality rate according to the World Bank. But what caused India to have such a high mortality rate, you may ask? According to NCBI, in 2005, 3/5 of 2.3 million children under the age of 5 years old died from causes such as pneumonia, preterm birth, underweight, diarrhea disease, which is actually the second most leading death for the age under 5 in India. And lastly, malaria. With all these causes of having a high child mortality rate, they also have effects to them, such as showing that India doesn't have a stable healthcare system, and it creates less workforce in the future. The government have to subsidize into the healthcare facility more than they have to, which is bad for the government and the economy. There are some possible solutions for India. According to the UN, the government in India and the UNICEF help set up healthcare facilities in places that doesn't have healthcare facilities, such as the countryside. Another way to help India is to have children access to nutrition. They need nutrition to help repair body tissues from protein, provide energy from carbohydrate, and they need other types of nutrition to help the development of their body. Everyone, especially young children, need access to clean water, sanitation, and hygiene. According to the World Health Organization, there are a few ways to help solve with the high child mortality rate, which are have mothers educated on how to keep the child healthy so they know when the child needs medical attention, or make an appointment with the doctor to have a checkup. Now, with these possible solutions and the possible solutions in India, this will help bridge the gap between high child mortality rate and low child mortality rate. Before we end this video, let's look at some statistics on child mortality. Since 1990 to 2015, the rate of child mortality has decreased by 47%, which came from the help of countries in the UN as part of their Millennium Development Goals, where they were able to decrease the amount from 90 deaths per thousand to 48 deaths per thousand. Around the world, about 45% of the child's deaths under 5 years old were caused by malnutrition, which is why it is important for not only children but everyone to have nutrition for their body to grow and get stronger. I would like to say thank you for watching this video, and I hope you understand this video and you learn something from it. See you!